Welcome to Woohoo Wednesday at stampingwithshari.com. For today's tip, I wanted to show you this beautiful card that I made using the delightfully detailed laser cut paper that Stampin' Up! Has in the new catalog, brand new. So let me show you how it comes in a 12 by 12. Let me try to adjust my camera here. 12 by 12 sheet, and you can see some of the different patterns that are on here, and it's just delicately cut here. I actually have cut out this one right here in the center with all of these little swirls on it and flowers. So let me show you what that looks like right here. Okay, one side is very vanilla and the other side is the Whisper White. So the pieces that I have used for this are, let me set this aside, are the very vanilla, and this one is 4 1/4 by 11 inches and then scored in half at 5 1/2. The next one is the So Saffron, cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then the Calypso Coral, which is 3 3/4 by 5, and then this is going to go on the top here. And then the punches that I am using are the 1 1/2 inch circle punch, and I've just punched out one of the So Saffron. And actually a little tip that I'm going to tell you is that I just cut it right out of the center of this card because it's going to be covered up by the Calypso Coral, and you're never going to see that anyway. Okay, so that gets laid on there like that. And then I used the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch with the Calypso Coral. And then the stamp set that I am using is called Detailed with Love. I'm just using the thank you. So this one is a clear mount. So I'm just going to do Calypso Coral. These are our new pads here, and you just open them up just like a compact. Get the stamp, ink this up onto a scrap piece of very vanilla, and then the last punch that I'm going to use is the 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and you can see that I stamped it first, and I'm going to go in and just align it into the center, cut that out with the punch. We're going to assemble this all together using some dimensionals on the back here, the center over here, and then the snail into the center of the So Saffron. So your little greeting there is ready. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the card back in, because you can see with this ribbon, I've got 2 ribbons going there. So let me show you how I did that. The ribbons that I am using are the lace trim. This is in the very vanilla. Let me hold that up so you can see that really close. And then the other one that I am using is the Calypso Coral, and this is in the sheer ribbon, 1/8 inch. Okay, so what I've done is I started here on the end with the ribbon, and I fed it through these little holes just by cutting it on the end here and feeding that through the hole. You could use a safety pin too. For those of you who are sewers or who have sewn in the past, you can attach a safety pin to the end of that and feed it through as well. So you can see that it's just going through the hole, pulling it through, making sure that it lies flat. So I always like to say that this is the most time-consuming part right here, is feeding the ribbon. You want to make sure that you give it to somebody who's really going to appreciate the card. Woohoo! And so you kind of get the idea. It's going to go all the way through here. And then what you want to do is lay it across the card like so, and then attach it onto the back. Attach this. And then to attach the detailed laser cut detail paper, I'm going to use the fine tip glue pen. There is a little trick with this one too. I want to give you a little tip with this one. When you take this out, there is a little pin, and that has to feed right back into that hole. It's going to be hard for me to see it with the camera in the way, but it goes right back in. Oh, I did it. Oh, woohoo! So we'll pull that out, and then less is better. So you're just going to just take a little bit and move it around and go around the edges on the laser cut paper. Okay. And then you're going to attach that to the front of the card. Move this out of the way here, like so. Once I get this ribbon all put through, then I would attach that to the back side, and then attach everything to the very vanilla. Okay. The ornament would come here. Attach that to the front of the card. And then the last thing that I use to put on here are the faceted dots. And these have different colors in them, some of our new colors. And all I did with that was I took the point of my scissor and I pick up the dot and then put it right into the center. And there is a mini glue dot on the back of it, and then I just pull my scissor out and then it's already stuck there. So that's how I did the faceted dots and how to get those on there. You can put any color that you'd like. Again, here's my not quite finished ribbon. This could be a sympathy, or this is a thank you card, but you could turn it into a Mother's Day card or a sympathy card. Let me bring the real one back in here. Move this one out of the way. Okay, so there is the card showing those different techniques. So I hope you enjoyed my Woohoo Wednesday. Stay tuned next week for Woohoo Wednesday at stampingwithshari.com.